What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today, just want to do a quick one on some of the things that kind of help me when I'm in a tough situation or time or whatever the case may be. And it's really just two things that I think it was Matthew McConaughey I first heard it from, which is the first one is that you are going to die, whether it be tomorrow, 100 years from today, whatever it is, you are going to die. And two is whatever you're going through now is just going to be a part of the story that you tell. When you get the thing or the place, whatever it is that you want, what you go through now is just going to be part of that story of how you made it to that. So I'll break those down a little bit. I think the first one, whether we think a situation is big or whatever the case may be, in the end, things matter, but to an extent, they really don't, because you are going to die. So as serious as something may seem, in the end, you're not leaving with any of this stuff that we have here, or these problems, or these whatever it is. Obviously family things are important. There's a lot of very important things in this world, but in the end, I think most things you can kind of just take a step back from and say, okay, it's not that important. I could be dead tomorrow. Not saying that's gonna happen or it's something you should want or whatever, but it is a possibility. So just keeping that in mind and saying, okay, this situation isn't actually that important. It's not the end of the world. I'm fine. We'll keep living, just keep doing. It's a blessing to be here. We're the lucky ones to be here, to be honest. It's such a rarity to even have the opportunity to live, that we are extremely blessed to be able to enjoy it, to be a part of this world, to live, even if it's just a brief existence in the scale of everything. It's the amount of people who could have lived who will never even get the opportunity to is massive compared to the number of people there are. It's just, we're the lucky ones. And just putting that shift in perspective from, I have so many problems, so much things is wrong. Man, you get to have problems, you get to have struggles. Like, a lot of people won't even get that. Won't even get the opportunity to have problems because they will never live. We get that opportunity. We have that chance. We get life. And I think that is just trumps any problems that we may have in the short term, myself included. It's easy to get bogged down in little things. It's just part of the journey. It's just something that we grow through. But I think that shift in perspective is pretty important, something I'm doing myself as well. And the second one, I think, is just looking at things from a bigger perspective instead of saying, like, okay, this little thing is going to be the end of me or whatever. Just think about how many people who have what you want, who've gone through the exact same thing you're going through. Because I guarantee they've gone through that times 100. They just never quit. It's just a part of the journey. It's not like this little setback happens and that's what ends it all. This little setback happens and I find a way around it, and then that leads to something better, and then that something leads to another setback, but then that leads to something bigger and better, and then it leads to something way more than you could have ever thought of in the first place. So, it honestly all just becomes part of the story, and when it's all said and done and you look back on it, you can almost guarantee you do it exactly the same way if you had the opportunity to. All the bumps and whatever were all part of the road, the journey, necessary, and looking back, you'll probably end up missing them because you don't get a chance to play those back, and those opportunities may seem so bad in the moment, but you look back and it's, oh, well, that actually led to some of the best things, or that actually made me develop and grow and become something much better. Or just maybe it's really great and you're just really enjoying it, but sometimes you just look at it the wrong way, or whatever the case may be. I think you gotta just look at it as like, okay, this is just a part of my journey to those steps of success, and they're all just stepping stones. Whether it's a big win or whether it's a setback, whatever it is, they're all just stepping stones. So you can't just pick and choose what stones you want, or which ones you want to look at a certain way, or they're all part of the journey. They're all part of your path. You got to walk through all of them to get to where you're going. It's all just part of the journey. So I think getting rid of the something happening, this is the end of everything type of mentality, instead of switching it to, okay, well, can't wait to see what great thing this leads to, or I can't wait to tell this as a part of my journey when I am at that place that I want to be, or I can't wait to see where this road now leads me to, because that's, again, part of the being alive. You don't know what's going to happen next, and I wouldn't want to. You can manifest certain things and absolutely make that stuff happen, but in terms of how that stuff comes to pass, it's all part of the mystery of the part of life that is the fun part. And it might not always seem fun, there's certain things that are just seem difficult, seem a little crazy, but you look back on it, not so bad. So yeah, just wanted to make this one, just really try to put something out there to just, slow down, enjoy, look around, it's just try to do a little bit something outside your comfort zone. Like, I did put a video out last week. I was in Serbia for the week, which is pretty crazy for me. Traveling to Europe for the first time and just doing the whole thing was very overwhelming at times, but it was cool. It was a new experience. Got to do a lot of things I probably would have never done a couple of years back, just never would even considered doing, but I just went for it. Didn't think about it, just did it. And I don't regret it at all. It was pretty cool. I have some great memories, and now I'm back here, back on the grind, and just doing it up. Just trying to live the most I can, try to squeeze the most into these days, because they are limited. They are going to come to an end at some point, and we got to just live it while we still have the chance to. So that's going to be it for this one. Appreciate you guys all for coming. As always, live for the now. See you guys in the next one. Peace.